Okay, so in this section we're going to be adding some functionality to the profile page. In the last section there was a missing profile page, and we asked Claude Sonnet to create a prompt to build out a profile page. And it was kind enough to give us a 388 line prompt. And when we built it, it was great, but it didn't actually link any of the functionality. So there's a bunch of functionality in the page that doesn't actually do anything. So we're going to make it do something in this step. So I'm coming back over here to my page, and so under profile, which is what we were working on, we have personal information, and we did test this. We can edit it. For account security, we are able to change the password, which is a good thing. And then now over here in preferences, this is where the preferences get kind of interesting. So far, the ones I looked at, pretty much none of these actually do anything. So let's start with the display preferences. So we're going to go back to terminal, and we're going to exit, and I'm going to go back in. And the reason I exited is I had run out of context at the end of the last video. So in profile.php on the preferences tab, there is a light dark theme switch. There is a light and dark theme switch that does not change the theme. Please build this feature. All right. Again, we're still in haiku, so this should go pretty fast. Not necessarily going to be right, but it's going to go pretty fast. And the reason I'm doing this one is I'm kind of curious how that works. I've never actually built a light dark feature into, or light dark preferences into functionality. Now I'm really wondering, is it going to have to go through and change every page in order for this to work? Because if so, that's going to be that's doing a lot of code. Now the good news is I'm pretty confident that it's going to go pretty fast because everything's been going pretty fast. Okay, do you want to change the header? Yes, we do. Okay, so now I need to add a JavaScript theme switcher that applies these themes immediately when the user changes it. Okay, let me update. Perfect. Now let me create a dedicated theme.js module that will be loaded on every page to ensure the theme is applied correctly from the start. Wow, this will be loaded as early as possible in the header. So it's actually doing it in the header. So it only has to change it in header.php. It's not actually going out and changing it in all these other headers. Okay, so now we're going to add, we're adding something to activity.md, which may mean this is already done. So let me update the to-do list and commit the changes to Git. All right. All right. Haiku is becoming my favorite model, by the way. Oh, that's ugly. Whoa. All right. That is nasty. Okay. Now, I've got to decide, do I really want to deal with this right now? So one of the things you can do is you can actually drag a photo in. I'm trying to decide if it's something I actually want to do. That's pretty bad. Let me do this. So one thing I'm going to do, we're going to try this. I'm going to do a Command F4 or Shift Command 4. And now what I'm basically doing is taking a screen capture of a clip of the screen. So now I have a new file, and now I am going to copy that file. This does not look right. can you correct the white areas? Or I'll call it light. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to my desktop where that is saved. That's kind of scary because I have a lot more than this. Let me, there's a list. Okay, I'm going to hit copy. And now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to paste it. Pasted one image. Okay, so notice I can see the issue. The page is in dark mode, but there are light gray areas that should be dark. Let me examine the CSS to fix this styling issue. All right, this might be worth it. It is haiku, which means it's fast, and it is seemingly fixing it. This is one of the benefits of coding on your desktop. So I do like to code on servers because then I'm coding for Linux and I'm running on Linux. But in this case, I've got the ability to snap pictures and paste the pictures in because I'm actually not on the server. All right, so let's just see. Well, it's doing its thing. Let's see what's going on. Okay, oh, that looked much, much better. Now, let's see some of the other pages. Ooh. Not quite. All right. We're getting there. Still going to need to do a little fixing, though. The Kanban board. So we're going to go, again, Shift Command 4. Going to come back over here to Finder. There's my new one. Oddly sorted. I'm going to copy. And we're going to go back to our terminal. Oh, it's still working though. All right, before I call it a fail on the Kanban board, I'm going to. It's doing more styles and stuff. I was premature in thinking it was terrible. That one still is. See this one? Not great. Calendar's a little dark. Oof. Okay. Okay, we're passing in another picture. Okay, I can see that the Kanban board is displaying with many light gray text areas. All right, well, it's doing its thing. I do want to come back and make sure if I switch it back to light that it's going to be okay. We're going to go over to Preferences, back to light. Kanban board looks good. Calendar looks good. Categories look good. Come back over here to Profile. Now, honestly, these are the kind of things that make your application really stand out when it comes to, the amount of work that would have gone into an application. If you were hand coding this would be a ridiculous amount of work. It's still kind of annoying to have to do this many prompts in order to get it done, even vibe coding. But hey, it's pretty cool. Let's go back to the Kanban board. Oops, I guess I screwed up. Oh, we're in dark. Still a little bit light there. Let's see what our I'm going to give it the name of the elements in Kanban column pending in the Kanban. All right, elements in the Kanban columns are still light. All right, I can see the issue. There's inline styles. That's why you should always use style sheets. All right. Did it? All right, it's not going to fix this very easily, so let's get these header classes. So again, Shift Command 4 on a Mac. All right, let's just see. All right, I'm gonna, in this picture, note the card headings and the bottom of side nav. And I'm gonna paste it in. Oh, hold on, I don't think I copied it. Let's come back over here. Okay, let's see what it has to say. I can see the issue. There are still light areas in the task list table header and the sidebar footer. Let me fix those. See, I'm actually thinking this might be, we might regret this going forward when we start adding other features that are not part of this base model, because we're going to have to remember that this is a piece of functionality that needs to be in. All right, let's see what we got here. Didn't work. You have a BG white on dashboard.php. You have class equal BG white in the column headers, or in the card headers. Let me just get that right. All right, that's a little weird of a prompt, but it is going to find it really fast. See, this is what I love about Haiku, because I told it exactly where to go, and it is just going to fix it for it. Now, we have to be very careful, because we did just, notice we did, well, we didn't. No. All right, so now, but when we change it back, let's make sure it looks right there. So we're going to go to Profile, we're going to go to Preferences, we're going to go back to Light, we're going to go back to the dashboard, and it got it. Okay, very nice, very nice. All right, so let's go back to the dark. We're just going to, this is where we're going to just do the work for our friend Haiku. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to go into Profile, and go to Preferences, I'm going to set it to dark. That was weird. We're going to fix this part right here. Sidebar footer has BG white. right, sidebar footer has BG white in the class list. Did I get it right? It's taken a long time, so I might be thinking I might have gotten it right. No, sidebar footer. There it is. Oh, but it was an ID. Yep, I broke out of it because I could tell by the amount of time it was taking that I had confused it. There it is. See how fast it is when you give it a good prompt? That is kind of what you need to do. So it knew it was in sidebar.php. It changed it. It fixed it. It is dark. Ooh. Yeah, you still got something going on here. All right, this is why you need to learn a little Bootstrap. This takes a really long time if you're not all right, so I'm looking for a BG white in here. So our sidebar content, that's is that part of sidebar content? All right, class sidebar BG light. All right, ID equals sidebar has a BG light. ID equals sidebar has class equal BG light. Okay, notice how me knowing how Bootstrap works is definitely helping me communicate with Claude. Again, this is why we do templates, because this kind of stuff, you know, there's a lot. This can get kind of annoying. But all right, we've got the profile, account security, preferences, activity log, all look good. Dashboard looks good. All tasks. What do we got going here? In task.php, we have a BG white in the card header. All right. Now this, again, is why I like haiku, because in cases where you're saying, hey, it's in class card header, there's a BG white, there shouldn't be, it is going to find it for you, and it's going to do it really fast. Now I wish it would also have gotten this header right. T head class equal table light. On the same page, T head class equal table light. Now notice oops. Oh. Just gonna see if it caught it itself. Nope. All right, so it's glad that I put that in here. And then what do we got here? Footer links. All right, footer row, footer container, footer ID equals main footer has a BG light. Okay, that was fast. Okay, let's see. That kind of fixed that. Sure where that's coming from. Okay, in card footer, in card class equal card footer class equals BG light is also there. Okay, well, it's doing that. Let's see what else we got. The calendar, the categories, the trash is okay. All right, calendar. All right, the Kanban board's a little nutty looking. Okay, so we're gonna go to Kanban board. Again, this is easier for us just to find it ourselves and put it in than it is to ask Claude to find it. So we're going to go inspect, card body, drop zone. Okay, so the card header is good, or is it? That's the H5. That's the button. This is our drop zone. Okay, so another thing we can do is we can come over here and see where that white is coming from. So Kanban column body. Okay, so Kanban column gotta spell it right if I'm going to be precise. Okay, so in this case I couldn't actually find it because it's in the style sheet. Still a problem. Or maybe not. Still a problem. Can I copy this? Did you change Kanban.css? The color remains. Oh, possibly a browser cache. Let's see here. We're gonna go Command R. Yep. Oh yeah, Shift Command R. Cleaned it up. Beautiful. All right. I think all we got left are the categories and the calendar. In category grid section, card header as a BG white. Which is .php. Card header has a BG white. We're getting there. This is looking like it's getting there. All right, so now we're going to go back to the calendar, and then we're going to see where the calendar headers. In calendar.php. All calendar headers have VG Lite. So I know a couple times on Instagram I mentioned that these templates we build are made out of hundreds of prompts, and I get mocked a lot. But all I have to say is, yeah, they're hundreds of prompts. And this is why. These, not every prompt is huge and takes 20 minutes, but even these little prompts, they do add up. We've got a lot of prompts in just in this session, just to get this one feature to work the way we want it to. Now, the good thing about Claude right now is based on, and we're doing this with haiku, this would have been a $50 to $70 set of prompts if we were using the API. It would have, just this alone would have burned out my entire week of Opus tokens. So this is actually cool. This is good. And if we go to here, and we're good to go. Now the last test I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to Profile. I'm going to go to Preferences. I'm going to go back to Light and make sure that we got the same cool colors we had before. Very cool. Okay, this is a good place to stop for this set. I mean, we did a lot of prompts, and this was very time consuming, and all we really did is we changed the background color, but it's still a good thing that needed to be done. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you hit like and subscribe.